Here we are, this is who we are.
Here we are on YouTube, and this is both a new patron and a new artist. So, new artist.
That's awesome. Hey, it still works. Still works.
I should just leave it on so it dies.
No.
And this is also new patron, Josh. So let's do the new patron song. Yeah, I can't sing and play at the same time, so Ryan's going to sing while I play.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. Thank you, Josh. We appreciate it. Nathan always tries to get me to sing, and I don't sing. Boy, it never gets old. Okay. So, Nathan, who is this new artist?
This new artist, Ryan, thank you for asking, is Tang Dynasty. That's all I know.
Okay, and I don't know much more, but I will say this, Nathan. They're from China.
Okay, I do have the lyrics up, I should say. Because Josh,
yeah, we do have the lyrics up.
With the translated lyrics.
Yeah, we have the translated lyrics ready to go. This much I do know about Tang Dynasty, Nathan. They are from China. Mm-hmm. Their first album, which this song comes from, that we're listening to, Soaring Birds, is from 1991.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah.
So they've been around for a while.
Yeah. And the song is called Soaring Birds. It is the 6th track on the album. The album is self-titled, Tang Dynasty. And their genre is prog metal, heavy metal, folk metal.
Oh, okay. That could be right up our alley. This could be...
Yeah, it could be. So thanks, Josh. This is cool. Definitely, that's our wheelhouse music. Heavy metal, hard rock. Very easy for us to listen to that stuff. So, yeah, it'd be very interesting just to hear. When you think of China and heavy metal, they usually don't overlap. You don't think of very many artists that are heavy metal that come from China that I'm aware of. Do you know very many?
No, I'm unaware. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm very ignorant too. So
there could be thousands of bands, but the crossover on the from here to us here in Canada, there's not very many Chinese heavy metal bands that I'm aware of. So this is great. This is a great introduction. Okay. Here we go.
Cool. Let's hear it. Oh, Soaring Birds.
Sounds like seagulls. Seagulls. That's for sure. Seagulls.
Soaring birds. Okay, lots to say here. I guess I'm hearing a lot of these sounds, and then it's reminding me of a variety of bands. I'm sure you're going to mention these too, but
Let's see if you hit mine. Go ahead. Yeah.
for sure, a little bit of Black Sabbath in the beginning had some sound of that. A little bit of Def Leppard, even.
Yeah, I
some
heard
of
the
that
Def
sound.
Leppard. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I was racking my brain. This is a band that you know really well, and I apparently can't even remember the name of the band, but
Were you going to say Iron Maiden?
yep, that's the one. There. That I couldn't. Why couldn't I not remember that name?
I don't
Anyway,
know. Oh, good
but
job for
that's-
even thinking of Iron Maiden. Because I agree, definitely Iron Maiden influence. Yeah.
and the big question I have with this, because this is the '90s when this came out,
91.
so I want to know what kind of an effect this had on the average Chinese resident. I'm very curious. If you're watching this, and if I don't know if you're allowed to watch this or not in China, but if you're, I don't know, have permission to see this, I want to know what kind of an effect did this music have? Or did it just nobody really listen to it? Or because this feels like a very interesting exploration for me. This idea of a Chinese rock metal band in the 90s, and have there been more since? I assume there have been. Where's like the beginning of rock in China? Because that sounds like a fascinating journey. When I said all those band names, I wasn't trying to say, oh, it sounds just like them. I'm trying to say they clearly were listening to some of those bands because they've got a really great sound that goes with the music. And I was following along with the translation, and this sounds like the kind of writing a lot of metal bands were doing. Very poetic, very, not apocalyptic, but what's the right word? Ethereal, very, yeah, it just has this kind of like prog metal, like writers. And it could fit in on its own without taking anyone else's space as its own entity. So good job. Overall, I can see why this has lasted and why here it is 2025. We've got a request for this song. Nah, sounds good to me.
We're all on the same page regarding the influences we heard. I heard the Iron Maiden right away with the Def Leppard, which I thought was a great combination. And so it's cool that these, at the time, they would have been, I would assume, young guys, right? What's their age? Okay. So it was formed, or the original personnel on this album was, lead vocals was, I apologize for the pronunciation, so Ding Wu, guitar was Lu Yun, and then bass was Zhang Zhu, and then drums was Dao or Zhao Nian. And I'm just trying to get their ages here. So yeah, one was born, Ding Wu was born in 66, so he would be 50. So 66, he'll be 60 in 2026. It's 2020. Oh, so he's 59. And now I've got to do the math. So 1991 was how many years ago? 34 years ago. Yeah, they were in their late 20s, early 30s when this came. Yeah, late 20s, mid 20s. I guess what I'm saying is I'm trying to figure out their age when they formed the band, what they were listening to. And Nathan and I are very ignorant. We acknowledge that. It's my understanding that China is a communist country. Is it not? Like it's
Yes, it
not,
has been for quite some time.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm feigning a little bit of ignorance just so people don't at me too hard. But this is where the ignorant part comes. I don't know what they have access to regarding influence. Did 20-year-olds have Iron Maiden CDs? Did their stores sell these? I know they receive a lot of American films there, especially today. The Chinese box office can be really big for American produced films. But I'm just curious, and the people in the comments can let us know what is, especially in the 90s, what was the access to American music and or British metal, for example, like Iron Maiden. Because you can hear the influence in the song here, so they must have heard it. There was no internet back then. I dare say they weren't watching MTV. I don't know if they were getting MTV in China. We didn't get it in Canada, for Pete's sake, so I don't know if they were getting it in China. So I'm just curious, like, where do they shop for this music? Was it black market? Was it done? Yeah. So that's the part I find fascinating because I find I'd be actually interested in seeing like a documentary of sorts of how these guys formed a band.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, this is going to sound ignorant. And I do apologize, but then they released it and it was released in China and then it was released internationally in December 1992. Sorry. It was released internationally. So I'm just curious because they were formed in Beijing. This is where they formed. That was the headquarters there in Beijing, China, at China National Radio headquarters. So there you go.
I know Hong Kong operated under different rules for a long time because it was under British, not rule, but occupation. I
Right.
don't even know what the deals there were, but it was like this one little place where there wasn't the Chinese government. And that's no longer the case, but I wonder if that was maybe where some of it was getting in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Josh, who gave us this, let us know, because I assume maybe Josh, you're from that area or know more about that. The other thing I found fascinating. And by the way, it's a good song. I had fun. Nathan and I grew up on the sound of music. This is very easy for us to listen to. I listened to this. I knew the guitar solo was coming. I love the bass line throughout. It's just fun to listen to a Chinese metal band. Like I was like, this is fun. And but I'm more fascinated to some degree of their journey as a band. Like, how did they form? They have a few albums out. I'd be curious to know about their tours. Where did they tour? And again, how did they get the influence that they were influenced by? How was American music received by the Chinese population? And this is what I find interesting. So we read along, and I know you did too, with the English lyrics. Why is it that the English translation is rhyming? No end to dreams in sight, undying fantasies take flight. No end to dreams in sight, undying fantasies take flight. Lightning scars through the veil. Then it skips the line and goes, azure winds rewrite the tale. So my question is, maybe I'm, again, a lot of ignorance here. I know other languages rhyme, but wouldn't the translation doesn't, like, why does the translation rhyme? Is the Chinese words rhyming, but they just so happen that flight and sight rhyme in Chinese as well?
Maybe this was written in English first and then translated to Chinese.
Oh, maybe that. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Like roses are red, violets are blue. That
Sweet and so are you.
Yeah, sugar sweet, so are you. So there you go. There's a rhyme. But if you directly translated that into Chinese, would it rhyme?
Or any other language? Yeah,
of course. Yeah, French. Yeah, German. Yeah, so I find that fascinating that the English translation rhymed. So yeah, lots of questions. So let us know in the comments. We had a lot of questions. We'd be very curious to hear the answers. And yeah, thank you so much, Josh. And we hope you enjoyed our reaction. This is a learning curve for Nathan and I. This is a whole new avenue of thinking that we haven't even explored in our channel. So Chinese metal.
Yes, Chinese metal. Thanks, Josh. That was a lot of fun. And if you'd like to be like Josh and suggest more Chinese metal for us, we'd be happy to take it. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.